Hi. So I feel like as a society, we have this like preconceived idea of what it is to be a guitarist, play in a band, have friends, and as a guitarist. But no, like even once you start learning guitar, you kind of shift your idea of what it is to be a guitarist. You realize it's not all about like the hotel rooms, but you still like have certain expectations of like what a good guitarist does. I feel like we all have our fair share of like bad habits and things that we would never admit to liking. So I asked you guys to share with me your bad habits and things you would never admit to liking, and you guys did. But I'll be the first to confess. I'm done. I didn't realize that Instagram deletes your notifications, so I lost all the confessions. But fortunately, I also did ask you guys on YouTube, and today we're going to be exploring that, and we're going to find out what guitarists actually think about guitar. Shh, don't tell Justin. So to start us off, a pretty popular one that came up a few times, so it's kind of a bad confession. I think bass is good. Big ukulele. I hate jamming with other people. I feel like when you do play a song together and you're all like in sync and you're like, you feel like the bands that like you've always watched. You're like, we're really making music. But it is hard to do, and more often than not, it's kind of like, can we restart? I actually think bass is kind of cool. Yeah, like a funky bass line to like get the folks. I confess that I don't think I'm ever gonna get any good because I work full time. I have a wife, kids, and a house to look after, and I don't have enough time to practice. Guitar takes a lot less time than you probably think. That's kind of like the point of this video. Well, it's not really. I'm assuming guitar's not something you need to be good at immediately. Like you probably don't have the big talent show tomorrow, so you probably don't need to cram a bunch of hours and, you know, like abandon your family to learn guitar. It doesn't even need to be daily. Just a little bit of time, as often as you can, will make you a good guitar player. Eventually. I kept wondering why the string wouldn't make noise, and it was because I wasn't pressing it on the fret. Yeah, you should press on the fret. I don't know if this qualifies, but I get extremely uncomfortable whenever I get compliments on my playing. Yeah, it can be a bit awkward when people are like, oh, that's really nice, and you're like, what do I do with my hands? Open chords are harder than bar chords. Someone replies, I know it's your opinion, but it's so wrong. I had to reply to say that you're wrong. Yeah, what? I've lost multiple picks. Where? I love playing Wonderwall, and I think all of us do, but don't admit it. I just want to learn guitar to look cool. Now I do it for fun, but still a little bit to look cool. It's like clickbait, and then once you're in it, you're like, ah, this is pretty fun actually. I want to play guitar, but where? Just go to a party and turn off the speaker, and people love that. Upload to YouTube. It's a great way to like hold yourself accountable to actually like learn songs properly. If you're gonna display them, you know, you can't do like a really crappy rendition of a song, or you can. My family thinks I'm cool because I'm pretty good at Iron Man by Black Sabbath, but in my mind, I know that I'm not actually good, and I'm just playing something easy. Hey mom, you like Black Sabbath? Yeah! Bass and drums are actually cool, and usually essential to good songs. It's very controversial. Probably 99% of guitarists, including myself, can't read sheet music. You think 1% can? I've played guitar like Kenny from Forrest Gump, if you catch my drift. But I'm a dude, so yeah. Kenny. I love you, Kenny. I only learned bar chords to impress a girl. Final girls. Bar chords are the key to their heart. I used to think finger picking was like an inferior way to play the guitar and refused to play unless I had a pick. Hey, one time we accidentally ran over my guitar with a car because it was leaning on the back. We didn't break it, but it shredded up my guitar case. How did it? No, the case. The guitars. All my guitars have names by which they get called. Thank you, Guitarists. Ever since I used bar chords, I try to find bar chords of every letter so I wouldn't change my fretting hand. I've thought about that. I think that's like a good way to familiarize yourself with the fretboard. Also, there are easier ways to play guitar. Anytime someone requests me a song to play, I'm just unable to play it. Yeah, no, like I feel like I'll know a song, I've played it 200 times, but then people will be like, can you play us something? And I'll be like, yes, of course. What's a guitar? I really love playing guitar, but I never intend on playing for anybody. It's just for pleasure of it. That's fair. I'm never gonna be able to use a pick because my teacher doesn't use one either. Pick a new teacher. I feel like if I can't play the guitar with my teeth, like Jimi Hendrix, then there's no point in me even bothering to play guitar at all. Exactly. And you can use this string to floss. Why even use hands? When I really get into it, I start drooling on my fretboard. Oh. I own more guitars than songs I know how to play. My friends hate me because every time they're around, I start playing scales. Why? Hey fellas, you want to come over? I got a new scale. Real friends enjoy each other's scales. I play music that I find satisfying, like indie rock and such. My parents don't want to listen to me play music because the music I play is too weird. Well, your parents sound like losers. You gotta cater to your audience. I don't know guitar theory, so when I improv, I say it's jazz. It's art. I started a week ago, and I think guitar is the hardest thing I have to do to impress girls at a party. Yeah, but you know what's like really hard is talking to them. My confession is, damn it, my G-string is out of tune. I truly never tune my G-string, but it doesn't. My pick is a cutout from an old library card. I can give you one of mine. My hobby is to play Stairway to Heaven in my local guitar store when nobody's around and eat McDonald's. That's Wow. Most of the classics that people say you gotta listen to if you're a guitar player, I haven't listened to. You gotta listen to Wonderwall. I always play the same thing, and I don't know how to solve this problem. No. I've played guitar for about 2 years, and I only recently discovered that upstrum is a thing. How do you play Wonderwall? For like 2 years, I didn't bother playing an F chord and just played F major 7 instead. Haven't changed my guitar strings in 11 years. I have a crush on the F chord. It breaks my heart, index finger, every time I get close to him. And there are plenty of chords in the C. I tried taking apart my electric guitar to see how it worked, and I couldn't figure out how to put it back together. Oh no. Whenever there are notes that need to be bent, I usually just slide them so I can somehow avoid breaking strings. Unless like someone who also knows the song sees you playing it that way, no one's gonna be like, hey! In high school, I sometimes walked around with a guitar case on my back without knowing how to play guitar. I thought it made me look cooler. Instead of actually sitting down and learning how to do a proper vibrato, I kind of spaz out my hand and call it a day. You know that meme of Pam? I played a lot of air guitar when I was a kid, until my mom called me stupid. When I play for friends, they think I'm good because I can solo. But all I do is play random notes in a harmonic minor scale, adding vibrato on random parts. You sound pretty good. I think solos are overrated. Depends on the solo, depends on the context, depends what kind of music you like. If it's a genre that's all about like technical ability, then solos are like the best way to like showcase them. But then also, if it's like in a Jonas Brothers song, it's kind of like, who is that solo really for? For you to think you're a musician or for me to enjoy? Kevin. I don't like when people make dumb faces when they play, but I notice I make dumb faces when I play. Yeah, I feel like when you get really into playing, you kind of forget how faces are. And that's all of them. Thank you for watching the video. Thank you for making it to the end. And thank you to my patrons. Bye. I'm not who I used to be. Passing days, my changing age, have sweet out.